Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to have a chance to record this session for you. And today we are going to talk about tracking. I know that for some reason, myself included, the second we have to think about logging our food, writing it down, we get hit with resistance, self-criticism, avoidance, all the things we've talked about, which can actually be emotional eating triggers. So thinking about tracking can sometimes make us actually eat more poorly. Why is that? Well, if we go back to one of our first lessons from the Shabbat Ideal Weight Blueprint, we talked about the self-concept tool. We talked about how every single time we've tried to lose weight before, every single time someone's told us to log our food before, anytime we've even successfully lost weight and written down what we've eaten, inevitably we stop. Inevitably, we don't like what we see. Inevitably, we've regained the weight, didn't track on days when our eating wasn't perfect, avoided it, stopped, and all of these things really eat at our self-confidence, right? They really eat at our identity that food tracking is easy. In fact, it makes food tracking seem hard. It makes food tracking seems excessively disciplined. Counting points, counting calories, using apps, all these things feel like they're exactly what's supposed to work, but we know in our heart of hearts, we only write the good days. We aren't really seeing lasting results, and it feels like an albatross around our neck to think about having to track our food forever. Let's take back the truth here. Between us, let's be honest. When I was about 5 years into my holistic coaching business, I hired my first website designer, business coach, branding helper, and I sat down with her and we were at this cafe and we were sitting down and she was a big fan of mine. She'd been to my healthy cooking classes. She even hosted a whole healthy cooking event at her home. And she was also somebody who was really healthy and just about slightly overweight, maybe 15, 20 pounds. And she looked at me and she said, Lily, what do you think is holding you back from being more successful? What do you think is holding you back from becoming the next level of your coaching business? You know, I love your stuff. I think you're great. What's holding you back? And I said 30 pounds. It just came out of my mouth. I said, I haven't been able to figure out how to go from healthy overweight to be my ideal weight. And I feel like that gap in my knowledge is what's holding me back from not just transforming somebody's health, but really helping them get all the way to the finish line of their dream result. And I feel inadequate, I feel like an imposter to deliver that because I've never been able to deliver it for myself. And so no matter how many people I help lose weight, I don't feel like I'm embodying that. I don't feel like I can do it. And if you would ask me how many times I had tried tracking apps to track my calories, how many times, knowing what was healthy, I would try and try and try to just figure out what's this last piece that's missing. I know what to do. Why can't it do it? Why am I stuck at this weight? Why am I stuck in this place? So I've been there. Sorry for that technical difficulty. We're back. So that was how I felt. I felt like a complete imposter in that moment. And for the next 6-8 months after that, I tried juicing. I tried not just giving up sugar, which I'd already been off sugar for a long time at that point. I tried different carbs. I tried everything I could think of. Everything I learned in holistic nutrition school. I read another 4 books on health, on digestion, on going vegan for 30 days, on just anything I could do. And nothing happened. And then a week after I gave my first TED Talk in Women in Jerusalem, I found out I was pregnant. At the same time, my husband had quit his job and was going back to school full time. And over that pregnancy, It was incredibly difficult. I was the sole supporter of the family. I was looking for a new job that he could do while he was in school. He was in school. I'd started another business doing healthy meal deliveries, and my weight was skyrocketing. Over the next 9 months, I gained 50 pounds. And it was only gaining 50 pounds on mostly healthy food. I'm not saying I didn't have ice cream here or there, but really just on overeating healthy food to compensate for all of the stress and demands I was making on myself, that I realized that this was an opportunity. That instead of just getting so mad at myself and so frustrated and so disappointed in myself, I could use this opportunity to finally figure out what weight loss all the way to my ideal weight would look like for me. This had to have happened for me. There is no way I could tolerate this amount of pain, this amount of inconsistency with my message, this amount of embarrassment publicly gaining so much weight while walking 5K every day, while delivering healthy food all over the country in portion-sized meals. And that was when I got mentored by Lana Mulstein, and I started a program of working out at home. I've always done workout classes. I love moving. I love hiking. I'm very active. I like yoga Pilates. I like things like that. I like going to fitness class or a dance class. And I've done YouTube videos in the past, but I never done at-home workout programs that had a very specific date, a very specific time, a very specific workout you had to do, and promised a result. So that, and I started food tracking. And over the first year, I lost about 35 pounds, but I got back to my pre-baby size. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to see how I'm tracking. And I see this is what healthy weight loss, but really fat loss is looking like, because I'm gaining muscle and I'm losing fat. So I'm back at my size and I'm not quite where I want to be. So what's the difference between healthy weight loss kind of maintenance zone, where I'm not really losing weight as fast as I want to, but I'm getting smaller and this is really healthy, to plateauing, to healthy maintenance? Because for 6 months, I stayed stuck in that place. And that's when I became a trainee of Alana Mulstein's 2B Mindset method of tracking. And again, I already had a very big health background, but her specialty was tracking for weight loss without counting calories, without counting carbs, without counting anything, just tracking and getting on the scale every day. And I thought I was going to lose my mind. I did not believe in getting on the scale every day. I knew that there's constantly tons of things that throw the scale up. You sleep, your hormones, your period, salt, all these things throw off the scale. So why would it even make sense to go on the scale every day? But I'd been stuck for 6 months and I was willing to try anything. So I signed up to be trained by her, did her certification program, and I said, this is going to work, and it's going to work for me because she's been there. She's lost 100 pounds herself. I'm going to figure this out. I'm a student. I always love to learn. So I became a student and I gave myself permission to be a beginner, even though I knew everything, right? I gave myself permission to be a beginner. And what I learned was that was the secret number one. Every day when I would look at my tracker and I would look at the scale number, I would say, if I was a beginner and I didn't know everything, and I would look at this and I would say, this is not equaling the results I want. These actions do not equal the result I want. And through the structure of food tracking with a beginner's mindset, through allowing myself to be coached through, hey, this is a really healthy day. Great job. This could be a healthy day for weight gain. This could be a healthy day for weight maintenance. This could be a healthy day for weight loss. But what is it going to look like to maintain an ideal weight for my body every day? What's that going to look like? Oh, when I'm having more salt. What's that going to look like when I'm having hormonal changes? What's that going to look like when I have my period? What's that going to look like in the winter? What's that going to look like in the summer? What's that going to look like when my kids are going through their own stuff and my husband's going through his stuff and the bills and all of these other stresses in daily life. What's it going to look like on my tracker when I'm in that ideal weight place? And anything that's not going to get me there, I'm willing to remove. The goal has to be so compelling that if this brand of granola should be healthy, should be working, but is not working, that I'm willing to say goodbye for now. When I'm in maintenance, I'll invite you back. If I ever want to gain some weight in a healthy way, because I see you're a weight gain food, you can come back. That's okay. Right now, you're not in alignment with what I want. I want to live at my ideal weight. I want to help people. I want to feel like when I show up in the world, the best version of me is out there, the one that's the healthiest, that's the lightest, that's the most nourished. And that's what I want for you guys as well. And so we're going to take that self-concept tool. And if you have ever food journaled before, even one meal successfully, you have proof you can, even though you also have proof you can't. And if you've ever food journaled for a week in a different way, in a way that didn't work consistently, but you did it, you were able to understand it, you were able to write down what you ate. If you've ever tracked your finances successfully for a week, if you've ever tracked your social media, if you've ever tracked your gas budget, if you've ever tracked your test ratings at school and university, if you've ever taken the class statistics and passed, you have proof that you can track your food all the way to success. So I'm going to teach you in the next video a skill that is really going to help you take it to the next level, because the secret is not just writing down your food. That has been proven scientifically to increase awareness, and if you keep doing it, help you to lessen weight gain and keep weight off. But people who know this secret I'm going to teach you guys next aren't able to just keep weight off. They're able to lose weight all the way until their ideal desired weight. So I can't wait to get back on with you guys and share the next part of food tracking for success.